So you want to learn how to promote Digistore24 products on Facebook? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact strategy I use to earn over $50,000 in sales with one product, all right? So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve, all right? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize my camera and we're gonna jump right into today's content. All right, so now that my camera is minimized, you can see that we are here on Facebook. Now, before we actually get into the strategy, I wanna go ahead and get the results out of the way so you can see that the person that's actually teaching you how to do this can actually earn income online, all right? All right, so let's go over here to the product. All right, so as you can see right here, it says total downline volume, all right? Now, this dates back to September 2019. Now, I've actually been promoting this specific product since December of 2018. So from December 2018 to December 2019, that will be 1 year. And then now we're in 2020 and we're not even, we're not that close to December. So that's about roughly 17, 18, 19 months I've been promoting this product, and I've earned over $50,000 in sales using what I'm about to show you here. Now, granted, I use YouTube along with this strategy, but a majority, they were pretty much half and half, all right? All right, so those are the results. Obviously, it's dating back to September 2019, but at the time, they had a different third-party payment system, so it was inside of their platform. So if you did want to see the other videos, what I did, where I was just showing what I was earning within the first 30 days, the first 90 days, and so on, you could definitely backdate to go watch the rest of those videos, all right? All right, so now let's go ahead and get the results out of the way. Now, the real reason you came here is because you want to learn how to promote, products on Facebook. So the first thing you want to do is you want to position your Facebook profile. This is my recommendation. So let's go over here to my Facebook profile, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Okay, so when you start building your audience and people start reaching out to you, the first thing that they're gonna come across when they go and click on your profile, the first thing that they're gonna see is your Facebook cover. Okay, so my recommendation is for you to get a Facebook cover done. It doesn't have to look like mine, right? But it's a couple of things that you want to have. First off, your name. Right? Because they're going to see that when they click on it, but you got your name. Then I have what it is that I am, right? Entrepreneur, video marketer, right? So now I'm getting a little bit even more clearer, and then I'm servant leader. So they have they don't have like the clear version of me, but they got an understanding that, this person understands branding. Okay, so boom, we got our branding. So this Facebook cover. Then the next thing we want to focus on is your Facebook profile pic. So you can see, if I click on this, you can see that I'm smiling. So that means I'm welcoming, like somebody can feel like they can actually reach out to me, versus if I had like the meme face on the meme mug and I look like I'm ready to just, end somebody, then in that case, I don't look as welcoming. So you want to make sure you're smiling. And another little tip is you don't have to use the kind of far away picture. You could actually use the type of picture to where it's, from pretty much neck up, and then just make sure you're smiling in it, right? It's all about being, somebody who people feel like they can reach out to. Okay, so boom, we got the Facebook cover, we got the profile pic, and as you can see, I was just outside in front of my car and, in front of my house. Just make sure it looks, like, I guess the word we would use is professional, okay? I don't mean you got to get up in a suit or anything like that. If that's not you, then don't present that to other people, because at the end of the day, it's all about being you, okay? All right, so then we got our cover, we got our picture, and then now we're going to move on to the intro. So in this intro, you want to be clear on what it is that you do and how you can help people. So mine says, I help entrepreneurs turn their video views into paying customers using YouTube. So a person at that point that comes to my page, they know specifically what it is that I help people do. That's what you want to use. That's the kind of statement you want to have in that intro box, okay? And you can use the little format that I have. I help X do this by doing this, okay? And then you can kind of apply that to whatever Digistore24 product, if that's the lane that you're going to take. If it's going to be specifically affiliate marketing products, then kind of craft it to kind of meet that product that you're actually promoting. All right, let me get this out of the way. I'll get back to him. All right, so boom. So we got those three taken care of. Now the next thing is the feature picture here. Now I've been actually using this, right? Because I want people to, hit the follow button so they can stay up on what I'm doing, all the content I'm putting out, whether I'm going live and all of that stuff right there. But you could actually use this for like, let's say for instance, you put together a lead magnet or you have some type of case study, right? Well, in this case, once you put that lead magnet or that case study together, you can create like, something in Canva, and then you can have that position right there, as your feature picture. So boom. So they went through this process. They went down the funnel. They saw your cover. They seen your smiling picture. They seen what you can do for them. And then boom, right here, they seen, oh, he got a lead magnet. Let me actually go check that out. Or he has a case study. Oh, I want to see what that is. I want to see what that's all about. So it's kind of like your page becomes a lead generator for you, sometimes without even really having a conversation with people, if you're putting out valuable content. Okay, so boom, after we get our page taken care of, now we want to go over here to Digistore24. Now, at this point, you can choose which products you want to promote, whether it's going to be in health and wellness, in online marketing, software product, whatever it's going to be up to you to make that decision. And my recommendation is to always purchase the product so that you can give people really what it is, right, when it comes to that product, all right? So I don't want to spend too much time on trying to choose a product or whatever, because like I said, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you for that. Now, let's get into the strategy and what you want to do. So I'm going to go to my home tab. Okay, so now on your home tab, like when you're just scrolling down your timeline, the thing you want to do is you want to start to look for the ads that are targeting you. Okay, because if you're in that space already and you're following a lot of pages, like business pages that are related to whatever products that you're trying to sell and the people that you're trying to attract, then those ads have the targeted people that you actually need. Right? So if I keep going down here, right, we're going to look for an ad that pops up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we got a Ty Lopez ad, and you can see, boom. Now, right here is what's the most important to me, is the interactions with the posts, the people who actually have problems that they're trying to solve. Because if they didn't have any type of problems, you wouldn't see them showing up on these posts. And since these people are 6, 7, and 8-figure earners that are running these ads, they've already spent a lot of money on these ads. So all you're really doing is you're leveraging the ads that they put out to build a targeted audience on your page. This is exactly what I did. When I first started out with this particular product that I just showed you the results on. I literally, when I would see ads in my timeline, okay, you're targeting me, I must be a good lead. So now I'm going to go see what people you have on your ad. I'm also looking at the comments, because sometimes people ask questions and, depending on how big a person is, they can't get every comment. So you can be the problem solver, the entrepreneur, because that's what we do. Now, what happens when you actually start to send people these friend requests? Now they're going to go into what we just broke down, right? They're going to see your Facebook cover, your profile, what you can do. And, depending on what you have, whether it's a case study or whatever it is, you've pretty much taken them through a funnel, the friend requests. And then they're seeing all of the things that I just mentioned. And then they see that you put out valuable content. You put out inspirational posts, motivational posts, things that kind of take people on this emotional roller coaster. Sometimes you'll kind of poke them a little bit with some of the content, and then you'll put out valuable Facebook Lives. Guys, I'm literally giving you the exact things that I was doing. I literally got to a point to where I was doing Facebook Lives every single day. I mean, every single day I was doing a Facebook Live. I've probably done over 200, 300, 400 Facebook Lives at this particular time. So if you're willing to really just put the work in, put out valuable content. Every single day I was, either reading a book, listening to some audio, getting something that I could put out to my audience to help them solve their problem. And the more and more these people start coming in, right? Because I was sending out 20, 25 requests, and then it got to a point where right before I would go to bed at night, every single night, I would send out about 75 to 100 friend requests. Now, of course, when I first started, I was doing this like manually, so it was taking me a lot of time. But then I said, I need me a tool so I can automate that process. So while it's sending out friend requests to me, to all these targeted people, I could be doing something else. And then once I come back, right, wake up the next morning, I got 25 new people that have accepted my friend request, or I got 30, 40 people that have accepted my friend request. So now what do I do with the people who are who've accepted my friend request? Because they've already, if they have accepted the friend request, they're already looking, they've already went through this little mini funnel, and now they're looking at my content. And then what I found a lot of times is that sometimes these people didn't even know me. They accepted the friend request because of what they saw. And then sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have like a bunch of interactions from people I don't know, but they enjoy my content. They enjoy the inspirational posts, the motivational posts, the Facebook Lives full of value. It's just what it really comes down to is how hard are you willing to work, right? How hard are you willing to work? You have to be willing to take action every single day. And that's what I think has really allowed me to, like as I showed you, over $50,000 in sales. The reason behind that was because I was willing to put the work in. And a lot of times what I find is that, not a lot of, people want to see, those type of results. People want the results, but they're just not willing to just go every single day, even when you don't want to. Because I'll be honest, there was many days that I didn't want to do a Facebook Live. There was days where I didn't want to do a Facebook post because of how I felt, right? Because initially, right, because we all go through this thing called breaking past the wall of inertia, right? So initially you start off, you don't really have much results, right? And so in your mind, you're kind of like, man, I don't know if this is really working or not, right? I don't know if this is working or not. Then you start to see a little bit of results. And then you get this addiction. And then you're like, oh, well, let's see what else I can do. And then you start getting more and more results. And the more you take action, the more consistent you are with doing what I'm pretty much laying out to you. It's not a very long, drawn out strategy. It's literally simply this. People are targeting you, right? So that means that you're worthy of being targeted. So when you start to see the people on your on those ads from the people who are spending money on those ads, they're spending money for a reason. Some of those people are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month to show up in front of these people. So they're finding the people for you. All you're doing is sending these targeted people friend requests. Okay? And the same kind of formula that I laid out for you as far as like how my profile looks, so when people come, it looks presentable to them. You're looking for those type of people. So whether you do this or manually, where you're sending out all the friend requests, by yourself, and you're not using a tool like I use, then you can start to look at, okay, does this person have a nice a Facebook cover that presents what it is that they do? Do they have a picture that's smiling and welcoming? Do they have exactly what it is that they do, right? And everybody doesn't use this little feature page down here, but that's what you're looking for when you're doing it manually. When I was doing it, like I said, I would find the ad. I would say, okay, this is a perfect ad of people that I know that I want to bring into my Facebook world. And then from that point, I start sending out the requests. I let the software do the work. It sends out the request. Next morning, I got 25 or 30 new people to talk to. And it's not to talk to them to try to pitch them right off the bat. I'm having casual conversations. What is it that you do? How long have you been doing that? Right? And it's not really an interview, but I'm having a casual conversation and I'm listening for when I find a problem that they have. And then at that point, whether it's oh, well, I don't feel I'm getting enough leads, or I'm not converting enough people, or I don't know how to do this, right? Those are problems that they have, and it's up to us as the entrepreneur, the problem solver, to actually help them solve that problem, right? So it's not a long drawn out strategy. Let me just go through it one more time. So you see an ad on Facebook that's targeted to you and you know it falls in your niche. You then go to the ad, you look at the people, especially the ads that have like a lot of interaction on them. You go there, you add those people, and you consistently every single day learn something new so that you can put out to your audience to help your help solve the problems in the marketplace, and you're going to start to attract the right type of people to you. And once that starts to happen, people start engaging on your lives and your posts and all that stuff. Start having real conversations with those people, not trying to pitch them right off the bat, but start listening, right? You probably heard multiple 6, 7, and 8 figure earners say this, is listen. Listen to what they're saying. Listen for those problems, because when you find those problems, that's when you'll be able to start selling more of your products, no matter what product. Although this video is titled Digistore24 products, this applies to any product out there, all right? So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And if you want to learn my #1 recommended way, the same product that I earned over $50,000 in sales with, go ahead and use that first link in the description down below. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.